Hey everybody, we're transitioning to a new topic. I know you're thinking to yourself, didn't we just do that? We did. You had 2 weeks on energy, and now we've transitioning. And I just realized I wore the wrong shirt this week. I should have worn this shirt last week for energy because now we're transitioning out of energy and we're moving into momentum. This word can get confused with forces and energy. So be careful when you're learning what this word means. Momentum does have to do with moving objects, similar to kinetic energy, but it's not kinetic energy. It does not, momentum does not cause things to happen like forces do. Some people, there's where one of those misconceptions happens. A lot of people think momentums cause things to happen. They don't, okay? You're going to be learning about momentum specifically in a linear fashion, primarily left and right motion, maybe a little bit of up and down, but primarily left and right motion of objects. You're going to be hearing about things like impulse and how that's related to motion and how forces then get incorporated into that. Impulse. Think of that impulse, an impulse urge or impulse shopping or those kinds of things. When you think about impulse, it's, start breaking down what that means, that impulse idea means. It has a lot to do with time in there. Okay. Now, remember, like I said, momentums are not forces, but forces can have an effect on the momentum of an object. Okay, and it's very similar to how forces can have an effect on the energy of an object. Okay, so again, forces can impact these things, but they are not the same thing as those things. And then the section is going to end with conservation of momentum. So similar to what we talked about last week with conservation of energy, you get this conservation momentum being a conservation quantity. Momentum can't be created nor destroyed. It can only be transferred from one object to another object. Okay? And by doing this, impulse at the beginning equals impulse at the end, similar to energy. It makes doing the math a lot easier. So remember those tricks that you learned last week with that conservation of energy. Now just apply it to the momentum stuff. Okay? Have fun.